Hi everybody, welcome back to the horror show. I'm Marcia Parker, and today we are doing a review, and I say we as in me. I'm going to do a review of The Society. Now, this is one that you guys have been talking about, and it's blowing up everywhere, and there's good reason for it. It is a really great show you can catch on Netflix. And I'm just going to dig into the story real quick. So basically you have like a senior class going on you're starting off, they're all on a bus, they're going on a field trip, undisclosed. So what the field trip is, they're just heading on off, and something happens, the road gets blocked, there's a storm, what have you. They say sorry, it's canceled, we're going home. So they turn the buses around and they head back. Well, once they get dropped off, dun dun dun, there's no parents, there's no signal, there's no Wi-Fi. Forget about your data, it's gone. So they're kind of freaking out, like, what's happening? Maybe they didn't know we were coming back, maybe we should just walk home. Some kids decided just to go home and just stick together and try to figure everything out later on. Well, they'll get home and surprise, surprise, no one's there either. All the adults are gone. The only people left in this town are them. And they start doing what kids do. They're texting each other. They're trying to figure out what's happening. Rumors are flying around. So really quickly, you figure out who your main casts are. You have the girl who knows everything, that wants to take control of the situation and her family. You have the really rich, kind of cool boy at school that everybody likes to want to be or wants to hate. He's in there. You got the crazy boy who pretty much everybody thinks he acts like he's cool, but he kind of is psycho. So he's the bad boy, and you got the nerds, you got the all of the players are there, and they're all trying to figure out what's happening. And pretty quickly they realize, it's just us here. There's no way to get out of the town. It's completely surrounded by woods. And they even try to venture out into the woods and try to get out of the town that way. They can't do it. So here they are stuck in this new world that acts as their town. It looks just like their town, the center of their town. There's their houses are there, but everybody else is gone. Everything looks the same except for everybody's gone and you can't get out. So it's kind of like Under the Dome-ish, except for instead of a dome, it's just woods secluding them, and they're just trying to figure out how to survive. So that's the story, and it's really interesting. It really grabs you because, it's like, what do you do? It's kind of watching a train crash at sometimes, because you're just like, well, if you are a teenager, this happens. What do? You play mayor, you play sheriff, you try to rely on your basic instincts and what you've learned thus far in life and how to survive. And it's really interesting how they take a group of kids who are everything was entitled, and they're entitled to receive their Game Boys, and they're going to schools, and their parents did everything for them, to like all of a sudden have to do everything on their own. So that was really interesting aspect of it. If we got into like the acting side, that does leave you a little wanting at times. They're not particularly well acted actors here, and seems very WB at times, very over dramatic. And you just kind of have to get through it. But like I said, it's strangely addictive. So you keep going through it, and there are some twists and turns that are interesting to watch, and they do hit some good story points. But yeah, the acting leaves you wanting. And then when it comes to like the set design, it is actually really well done. You can tell they put some money behind it when you're thinking about the location, however, how the town is built. There's not a lot of like special effects or anything like that. It's mostly just the money into the sound design. And then when people do get hurt, it's very practical and just nothing crazy to note. It does feel really real. So So there's that, and then the cinematography is actually really good too. I mean, it's Netflix, so it does have that Netflix quality to it. And there's not a huge to talk about it, except for when you're looking at the town and there's different sequences and the fast pacedness and looking down on the town, and it's just like surrounded by woods, and the vast openness when at one point where they do find some land to build on. It is pretty neat. But it's really beautiful, really beautifully shot. But there's really not a lot when you think of, like when you're thinking about special shots or special effects or anything like that. It's really simplified that way, but it's just beautifully done. And when you want to talk about sound design, there is some interesting moments because there's no cloud, and so a lot of the stuff that they're listening to had been downloaded to their phones or their computers, or maybe it's stuff they find around like old records and stuff. So it's nothing current. They kind of rely on to the older music, and so that was interestingly placed. Overall, it's a pretty decent show. Not too long. I think I got through it within a week. And they're pretty quick episodes, and they really it's easy to get through. So very binge worthy. I'm interested to see where they take it. There is a cliffhanger. So check it out. See if you like it. Let us know in the notes below. And, so that's The Society. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Marcia Parker, and this is The Horror Show. And remember, stay scared.